Today I'm here to talk about hope. When I was learning hope in school, it wasn't a teacher that taught me, it was a social worker. She taught me this: hope is a promise I make to myself for the future that life will get better. I'd like to share a few stories that might make us feel that life is really getting better. We've heard Leslie speak about the book by Tim Shriver, Fully Alive. He talks about his aunt, Rosemary Kennedy. She was born with intellectual disabilities. Back then, it was almost 100 years ago, there was no special education. Schools didn't know what to do with someone like Rosemary. Her life took a tragic turn after an experimental surgery that went terribly wrong. Rosemary was 23 and would live the rest of her life with the abilities of a 2-year-old. Even worse than her disabilities was the way that she was rejected by her family. She was sent away for 20 years. She had no visits from her parents, her brothers, or her sisters. Back then, people were ashamed of family members with disabilities. We should be thankful that things have changed. Amen. Who knows about Jordan Spieth?
I do.
He is the golfer that won the Masters this year when he was just 21. Jordan has a hero. Who do you think it is? Tiger Woods? Arnold Palmer? No. His hero is his sister, Allie. She is 15 and has special needs. Jordan says that Allie is the best thing that has happened to their family. Jordan used to bring Allie a keychain from every city where he played. But she got tired of that. Now, when he gets home, she wants him to take her shopping. Do you suppose that she knows that he has earned over $9 million this year? His mom says that he learned a lot about focus from his sister. She says that it isn't easy trying to have a relaxing dinner while his sister is having a meltdown. What a difference between the Spieth family and Rosemary Kennedy's family. Jordan is proud of his sister. His mother jokes about how crazy their lives can be. See, there is hope. Things are getting better. Jamie Brewer has become the first woman with Down syndrome to walk the runway at New York Fashion Week. And it wasn't the first time the designer Carrie Hammer included a model with disabilities in her show. Last year, her fashion show featured a model who was in a wheelchair. It is part of the designer's campaign called Role Models, not Runaway Models. What an amazing concept. We can't all be runaway models, but we sure can be role models. People like Jamie Brewer, Carrie Hammer are giving us hope. Things are getting better. Mitchell Marcus was the manager of his high school basketball team. He was a student with disabilities. At the last home game, the coach had a big surprise for Mitchell. He wouldn't just be the manager, That night, he would suit up and join his team on the bench. But his coach had an even bigger surprise. He was going to let Mitchell play, no matter what the score was. And this was an important game. A win would mean an undefeated season. There was a minute and a half left. Mitchell's team was winning by 10 points. And the coach sent him into the game. The crowd was chanting, "Mitchell, Mitchell," and his team wanted him to score. They passed him the ball again and again, but he just couldn't make the basket. Then Mitchell threw the ball out of bounds. There was no way he could score now. The other team had the ball. The player on the other team was John Montana's. His job was to pass the ball to one of his teammates. But instead, he decided to pass it to his opponent, right to Mitchell. He called out Mitchell's name and then told him, "Shoot it, it's your time." Just before the buzzer, Mitchell scored his one and only basket. John just says, "I was raised to treat others how you want to be treated." I just thought Mitchell deserved his chance. John Montana's is proof things are getting better. There is hope. My closing today, though, is from someone very wise, Kermit the Frog. Actually, it's from Jim Henson, who created Kermit and the Muppets. He said, "Life's like a movie. Write your own ending. Keep believing, keep pretending." Thank you.
On earth. Yay. He got us started. Let's follow what he said. Let's follow it. Ready? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. 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 Great job. While we've been at the end of our worship time, reminds us that God will keep being with us wherever we go. So now we get to sing the blessing.
Ready? Lord, bless us and keep us. Make your face to shine upon us. Raise your countenance on us and give us peace. Lord, bless us
And keep us, make your face to shine upon us.
raise your countenance on us upon us, give us peace.
So friends, parables, as we're doing it today, is coming to its close. But of course, you keep being parables all the time, right? We all do. We hope the world can learn from us. The church can learn from us, and we can learn from God as we go. So as you go, know you are a unique and unrepeatable miracle of God, blessed as you are in order to be a blessing.
Amen.
And as you go, don't let the world around you squish you into its mold, but let God remake you from inside. For what does the Lord require of us but to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with our God? Go in peace. Amen.